Good evening to all my learners. Welcome to NIOS Learning Center live session. Today we are going to talk about, I am Neetu Singh, Associate Professor with Computer Science and Engineering Department, and today I am going to talk about operating system, chapter 2 of your lesson. Now, in operating system, what exactly is operating system? Operating system is a set of programs which serves as a basic platform for all computer applications. Here, the objective or the takeaway after this session will be how the features of Windows 7, what are the exact functions of Windows 7, what are the icons and their features, how are the file management done or the folder management done, how do you create, delete or rename your files, how do you view the file details, and how you copy and move files and folders in different sources in the computer system. Now, coming to operating system, what exactly is operating system? So, operating system are of basically two types. Earlier, CUI was a concept which was there into existence, that was command user interface. Here, nowadays we see all the operating systems are coming with graphical user interface. Now, what is the difference between CUI and GUI? CUI is command user interface where you need to write the commands and then your operating system used to operate. Here, in GUI, like you work with Windows operating system, that is GUI based, where the interface which user can see is graphical user. You just click and the things are done. You need not to type any command and then that work will be done. You can just click away from the work. You click on the icon is open. You click on the file is open. So this is the beauty of graphical user interface. Now there are basically two types of graphical user interface available. One is proprietary operating system and one is open source. Now what is proprietary operating system? It is a licensed version of an operating system where if you want to use that, you have to take a proper licensing, and then you need to have a particular license of that particular company, and then you can use it. Without license, you cannot use proprietary operating systems. While nowadays there is a lot of facility available for open source operating system, that is freely available operating systems where you can just download it free and you can use it. There is no need of proprietary licensing in those operating system. Now, coming to most popular proprietary operating systems available are Windows. There are various versions of Windows, that is 95, 98, Windows XP, NT, Vista, and now popularly recent version is Windows 11, and currently Windows 7, 8 and 10 are also used by many people. Now coming to as the overview here, we are going to take off Windows 7. So what is Windows 7? It is one of the GUI based operating system, and it has the interface of both hardware and software. When the computer system in Windows 7 operating system started, it was once you logged in, you just open the Windows operating system. The front view, what you see is the login window has the login screen with Windows, and you need to put your password and you get into the Windows operating system. You enter to the system. This is the look and feel how it looked earlier. You log into the computer system and put your password, whatever you have protected to your OS, and then you can get inside the system and see the screen. Front screen available was this, where you entered the password and you get it inserted into the system. So once you are inside the main desktop window, you will see multiple icons available for opening the windows, then closing the windows, going to various number of programs. As you can see on the screen, desktop elements, there were many desktop elements like start button was there, task manager was there, computer various icons was there, how to connect your network, then recycle bin was available. Here you can see the basics of start window, what all things start window gave into this Windows 7. So starting window gave the major task of your computer system, that is how you will search any program files into your system, how you will shut down, how you will hibernate your system, how you will sleep the system. Now what is an hibernation of a system? Once you logged into Windows, you do your task and automatically your system will save all the things once you are logging out using hibernate option. Now when you go to click and start button, you will see various options available to you. You will see the option of all programs, you will see documents, pictures, music and computers. Now what all programs used to do? All programs required all Microsoft Office concept like MS Word, MS Excel, MS Access, etc., PowerPoint window. Then next, documents, where you keep your files and folders, are available. There is again one destination available to you. Once you click on the start button, again there is another folder which is picture folder, which incorporates all the pictures which you store in the system. By default, pictures are also available to you. Then music, if you store any kind of audio, video, visuals, that you can store in this particular folder in your system in Windows 7. Then inside computer, there was a number of options available like control panel and all. Nowadays, if you see Windows 11, the computer option is exchanged with the name this PC, and it will incorporate all the things like control panel, hardware, network, hardware systems and many more things. Now, if you come to control panel, what all things it used to check? Hardware capabilities, network connectivity, internet connectivity, different types of adapters were available with control panels, and devices and printers. If you want to connect any device or a printer or a scanner to your system, you'll go to the device and printer option of the control panel. And another option was default program. For example, daily we switch on using Chrome as a browser, or Mozilla or an Internet Explorer as a browser. By default, the Windows will take that particular thing and open once you logged into the system. The default programs which you usually use, that will be shown to you on the screen. Now, help and support, suppose you feel any kind of issues related to Windows, you can go to help and support options available with Windows operating system. Now, there was search program and files. If you want to search any file in your program or in your system, you use this search window. You can see one zoom in, zoom out type of options where you can type in your files and search for specific file and folders in your system. Now, even you can switch user. There are two types of basic users. One is a user which like you yourself, and another one is admin, which has right to change any or manipulate any files inside the system, that is admin. So you can have number of users also. Switching users within the Windows is also available with Windows operating system. Log off is another option available to you, where you close all the programs and you get logged into the system. You can even lock your system. Suppose I want to go somewhere for a minute or two and I want to come back. I do not want to shut down my system and go, so I can lock my system. Using lock option, you can close programs and log off the currently logged in user in the program. And again, coming back, you can re-log in. Again, coming to the next option is also available. One is log out option is also available. If you do not want to continue with the same thing, you can log out and again come in and log in to the system. You can restart the system. You can also go with sleep option. Now, what is sleep option? Your Windows, all the background processes will keep on going, but your system screen will slow, your processor or the CPU will sleep for a moment, and background systems will carry on to work. So this is all about the start bar. Now, coming up about taskbar. What is exactly taskbar? You must have seen once you logged in, if you use multiple number of windows open on your screen, as Windows is also popularly known for multitasking. Multiple tasks you can do at the same time, and the multiple tasks which you do are visually appearing on the taskbar down. For example, if I open one Excel sheet, another with a PowerPoint and another one more option, all the one audio and video, I'm listening to a music, I can see all these tasks available at the bottom screen, which is known as taskbar. When you start the computer, the start button is empty, but once you start your programs and start working with that all windows you can see appearing here in the taskbar. Now, what is taskbar? You understood? How you get the help in your Windows operating system, and how you quit any program. How to start? You go to Windows option available at the start bar, and you can click whatever program you want to go for. click on that programs. Normally we go to start, all programs, and we click on either your notepad option or your calculator or your Windows Microsoft Office or any language, Turbo C if you want to work with. So that particular software you can click with start button. Now if you have got any issues, suppose you are facing any issues, your system is not opening that particular file or a folder or a software, then you can have one more option available by the Windows, that is known as getting help. Now what is getting help available? Getting help is basically a help given to you by MSDN. Microsoft Office gives you, MSDN is the software which gives you help on Microsoft Office Windows, which is available online. Once you get connected with the internet, you can see this getting help option available to you with Windows. Click on start button and then you click on help and support. It will give you all the queries. It will ask you what kind of support you require and you will be able to see it. Now if you want to quit a program, simple, click on that. You can see the right side window, there is a cross button, you can cross it and come back. Another option is you click on the window which you do not want to see, right click in the taskbar and you can see close all the windows and you can close that. Another one more option is available, you can click on that and escape button, you can escape or quit that particular program. Now coming to, after the start, help option, quitting the Windows, coming to how you can search. For example, I have created one file and I have forgotten the name. I am searching for it. So searching files and folders is made very easy to us as a user by Windows operating system. There is a search options available in that start window down. You can see just next to start window, you can see you can type that particular name of file if you remember and you will see that file is open. But what if you forget the name itself? Just you remember that file was XLS file, that is Excel file or Windows file, you can just put asterisk and extension of that particular software like XLS. All the Excel files available in the system will be searched and shown to you on the screen, and then you can click and move further with the same. Now, how can you change the system settings? This is also very much possible to change various settings available which are default settings, that also, and existing settings also you can change in your system using Microsoft Office, Windows operating system, that is 7 and latest even. So by using this control panel option available in your system, you can customize your operating system, you can customize your Windows look and feel according to you. For example, once I logged in, I want to see my own picture as a user that I am logged in. So while inserting my login, logout username and password, I can put my own picture, and once I log in, it will show my own face and then it will get logged in. So these are the look and feel which I can change during my login process. So also we can install new hardware, we can add new softwares and hardwares, we can remove or uninstall the programs which you do not right now want in our system to exist. We can feed on your desktop and many more things we can do with this changing system settings option available in control panel. We can also there are a number of options available which an administrator can do. That is, all rights available with administrator, that can read, write, execute permissions are available with admin. While as a user, I can just read and write to the system. I can put only those files which are ready-madely given to me by the admin. I as a user, simple end user, I cannot make any changes. This option comes when you have logged in with two options. One is admin login and another one is user login. So admin has another rights that it can change or manipulate many things inside the control panel, while user has just the rights to use that. As an individual user, I can make only those many changes in my system which as admin has given me right to do so. So these are the changing system settings options available to us, given to us by Windows 7. Now how can I change it? Once I go to control panel, I can click to start button, a control panel screen, how you can see on the window, it will be available. There are network options available, there are internet adapters available, there are various program helps available which you can use. And for example, there are 3 HP or three different printers available to me. I want to connect all these printers to my system. So I can go to the printer and devices option inside this control panel. I can connect all these printers, and later I will see once I give a print command to any of my document, it will ask me which printer I want, and accordingly I can choose and go further with the print. So control panel changing settings are available for the same. Now, how can I use different computer options? This computer gives us, in operating system, the drive is divided into various parts, C drive, D drive. So basically, if we talk about C drive is meant for keeping all the system software. Now, as we know, system software which helps us to manipulate or make changes in our system. While application software are those software which make changes to specific softwares, application softwares like if Word is available. So Word is specifically an application where we work with documents. PowerPoint where we work with slides and all. Excel where we work with worksheets and all. So this is the option available to us in computers. So there are various drive options available. By specifying C drive is meant for system softwares and others are meant for other things. So there is one more drive available to us, USB, for specifically when we insert in any external secondary device. There is again a drive segregation given to us where we can insert these secondary devices like CD, DVD, compact disc. Earlier floppy drive was also available, which you can insert and read the external data. Today we even use OTGs. So these are secondary devices which can be used using these computer settings and different drives available inside the system, given to us a facility by Windows 7. So here we can manage our files also. One more facility available by Windows 7 is file management in Windows. As I told you, all the system software or the system files are kept inside C drive. That is why many a times our experts will tell us that do not keep any simple documents which you work with daily, day-to-day life inside C drive, because otherwise your system files will get corrupted. One more good practice I would suggest you people to do is do not overburden your desktop, because desktop is majorly keen to do work with C drive. So if you overburden your desktop, your C drive gets slow in, so system files get slowed down and automatically your system gets slowed down. So this is the major part which I wanted to cover in file management in Windows. Various C drives, D drives, F drives are segregated, keeping into mind segregation of system softwares, then application softwares, secondary and primary devices and many more. Now coming to file management in Windows, you can go to Start button, you can go to All Programs, Accessories, and there are various Window Explorers available, various programs available where you can click and go for the same. For example, I want to work with Microsoft Paint option available. I can go to Start button, All Programs, Accessories, and I go to Paint option. My Paint window will be open for me to work for. Now, once you work with Paint, we all know that Paint works with .bmp option. So you can draw pictures there, you can snip your photos there, you can click some screenshot and have cropping options available in BMP files. You can do n number of things available in Paintbrush. Now coming to copying or moving a file from one folder to another. So that is also available to us by Windows. You can see on the screen there is a small option. Suppose I want to open any file, I can go to the search option on the window main bar and I will click the name of particular file. It will search for me. I will click on search and it will show me that file. For example, that file exists in D drive and I want to move it in my documents folder. I will just copy, I will use Ctrl C option or just right click and copy and move to that particular location, destination location, for example document, and I will right click, paste or use Ctrl V option, and I can, in this way I can move one file from one particular destination to another. So you can move, you can remove, you can delete. Even when this option is available, another one is you can directly copy the path over there. If you remember, my file is stored somewhere inside document. I will go to documents, then particular folder, then inside that file, and I will right click, copy that and then move it to the destination where I want to. For example, I want to copy from document to the desktop. I will right click on that document folder. I will copy it and I will come to desktop and Ctrl V or just right click and paste option is available. You can see that particular file will be moved from document to this file. Now moving a file is one thing which I want to tell you. It will create two copies. One copy will exist in the document also, and another copy will be
प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने, जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने, हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने, अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने, जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने। धन साधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो, धन साधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो, कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो, कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो, मित्रों हम उठे और जागे, मंजिल आने की ध्वनि सुने, हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने, जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने। राष्ट्रीय मुक्त विद्यालय का है द्वार खुला सबकी खातिर, शिक्षा परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर, शिक्षा परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर, दुनिया में इसके केंद्र बात, कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने, हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने, कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने,
Welcome back, learners. We were talking about copying or moving one file or a folder from one source place to a destination place. Now, I will tell you one more thing. If you have multiple files to move from one source to destination, what can you do? So, you can put a shift key, you can press a shift key and keep on selecting the files. Once you select all these multiple files using this shift key, use Ctrl+C option or right click and copy, and then go to the destination part or the document. For example, document is your source and desktop is your destination. So you can press shift key, Select all the files from document files and then you move to this desktop and just Control V or right click and paste. Then all the files present in documents which you wanted to copy from there to desktop will be copy pasted from one source to the destination. So this is the way how you copy one single file or a folder or multiple files and a folder from one place to another inside a system. Now, how can you view the file details? Suppose any specific file which you want to see the details about it. You can go to the start option available. You can go to the documents option after that start button. You can then click to the document option and you can choose that particular file or double click that file. You can go inside that file and you will be able to view the details inside the file. For example, I want to see the properties or the size of the file. Then I can just click on that particular file, right click and go to the properties option. In this way you can see the size of that particular file, the destination where it lies, all the addresses and everything will be available in this right click properties option available in the Windows 7 option. There are two options. If you want to see the details, you can go to the right click option in the files, click on that particular file and you will be able to go to the properties option where you will see the size of the file, then what kind of file it is and where it is located. So all this option is available inside properties option. While if you want to see the details inside the file, you will right click, open or just double click on that file and you will be able to see the details of the file. Now, how you can copy or move file using any Windows Explorer option. So here one option is available, how you copy. Simple, what is the option to copy? You Control C or right click copy. Select the data, right click, go to copy option and then move to another file where you want to paste it, right click and paste or use simple Control V options available there. So here you can either copy. So difference between copying and moving, what it is? Copying will create two different copies. From where you are taking source, there also the content will be available, and from where you are copying and pasting somewhere, there also. So there will be a duplicacy available when you copy from one source to destination, while moving will have a advantage that you just move from one location to another. So if I move from document to a desktop using a moving option, I will go to document, right click, cut, Control X and then move it to desktop, Control V, my file is moved. That means I have no existing copy now in the document folder. I have moved it from document to desktop. While when you copy, for example, you want to copy any file or folder from document option, you will just Control C and come to this desktop option and Control V. So that you have one existing copy here in the desktop as well as in the background you can see in the document also the same copy exists. So there is a difference between copy and moving. Copy will ensure that there is a previous copy also available, while moving will ensure that there is no previous copy from the source. It is only available in the destination where you have moved the file or that particular folder. Now how can you create folder? Very simple. Suppose I want to create folder inside my document option or I want to create folder in my desktop. I will just go to right click, go to new and it will ask me I want to create a folder or file. I will just click on folder. By default the name given to the folder is new folder. Now here itself if you can see the thing will be blinked. Right click, new folder will be blinking with the highlighted option. There itself you can change the name. If not, you just click, the folder will be existing folder will be named with new folder. Then you can go to right click, rename option and then also you can rename. So two options available. One thing is right click, new folder is coming. There itself you can change the name of the folder, or suppose you forgot, you just entered and your new folder is created. Now again go to right click option inside that folder and go to rename. Then also you can rename that particular folder. In this way you can create a folder, and folder consists of n number of files. So files consist of documents, that means words, text, images and all, while folders consist of n number of files, that is file consists of pictures, images, document file, XLS files and many more. So folder is a combination of various files. Now you can rename, delete file or a folder. How can you rename? Now for example, my file or a folder is already existing. I am talking about I will take one example and tell you. For example, I have Word. I have created one document using Word. Now I want to rename this Word document. My name of this document was first.doc. I want to name it as second.doc. I will right click, rename, and my file name will be changed. While if I want to rename a folder, again the same thing. I will go to that folder, right click, rename option will be available. I will change the name and now my existing name will come. Now coming to delete file or folder. For delete, either just go to that particular file, click on that and press the delete key from the keyboard, or just go to that file, right click, and there will be a delete file option available. That also you can do. Similarly with folder, you can go to that particular folder, right click, delete, or simply click that folder and delete key, press the delete key from your keyboard. In this way, you can either delete a file or a folder from your system. So once you delete, there is a difference. One more thing I will add over here, delete and shift delete. If you delete any file or folder, by default this goes to a recycle bin. If you want, suppose you have deleted, by mistake you have deleted very important file and you want to get it back, then you go to recycle bin. You will see that this option which you deleted is already existing there in recycle bin. Click on that, restore option will be available on right click, and you just restore, it will come back to that destination from where you have deleted. While if you want to completely remove this file or folder from your system, simply put shift delete option on that particular file or folder. This will be permanently deleted from your system. So this is the difference between delete and permanently delete from your system. Now how do you install software and hardware? One way is just put a CD or a pen drive where software is available and keep on clicking the options available here by installation. For example, I want to install a software. Now while installing, I will install either a USB or a CD or a DVD file. Then I will start opening its exe, that is executable file, and I will keep on pressing on the next option available. If it is a wizard option, next, and then finally I will click to the finish option. In this way my installation of software will be done. In between, while installing a software, you will see it will ask me for the path where to install the software. Either it is C drive, D drive, or any other drive or a desktop. You will see, please check this out while installing. You will see by default system will take it to C drive. As I told you, C drive is meant for installing all the system softwares or the application software. So it will be installed by default in C drive. So just click, the path is okay for you, then just go to next option. In the same way, keep on going to next. I agree to the rules and regulation of that particular, abide to the licensing option available, agree to that, and then you will click finish and you will see that particular software is installed. In the same way, for hardware, there are various drivers available. For example, I want to work with printer, but printer supported hardware is not available in my system. So there are n number of drivers which you can install so that that particular hardware gets compatible to your system. So you can go to start, you can click to that particular hardware driver and install in the same way as you installed your software. You go to next option and you will see that particular hardware option will be available in your control panel. Now, these are the steps which I already told you how you can install any software earlier, and now how you can install your hardware. So for software, you will go to C drive and check whether that particular software is available. For hardware, you will go to control panel and check whether this device, that particular you are installing, the device manager will keep the track of that particular device driver is available or not. If it is available, it will show you the compatibility of that particular hardware. For example, I told you printer, if you want to install, you will see already if driver is existing, it will show you to connect the system and you can proceed with the printer. But if driver is not available, it will, device manager inside the control panel will tell you to add that particular file, and once you install it, you will be freely and very nicely able to use that particular hardware. Because now after installing that hardware driver, you will be this driver will be compatible with the system, and now you will be very easily use that particular hardware, such as printer, scanner, or anything else. So these are, I will just take a small brief with all the content which I told you. Starting from the beginning, what all we did. So earlier, when I started with the system, I told you how you will get logged into Windows 7. So by putting username, password, you get inside the system. After that, you see the desktop elements available. There are start button, taskbar, managers, then n number of programs available on your desktop elements. Now you see, when inside the start button, there are n number of options available. You can shut down your system, you can log off your system, you can go to all programs, you can go to accessories, and n number of options available. How many application, whichever you have installed, that will be available to you inside the all program option. And once you are inside that particular, you can use that particular option which you have clicked in for. Now coming to control panel. Now there are n number of options also available here inside a computer system like control panel. Control panel take care of all the devices, networking, internet drivers, and all options available here. Device and printers option checks in for all the devices, hardware device and printers option available here. Default programs, as I told you, the programs which I keep on using by default are stored here in default programs. Help and support is also available to us by Microsoft Office, Windows 7. Then how to search files and folders option is also available. How to log in, log out, and restart the system. Sleep option. I would like to add one sleep option. Now there is one more option available these days in the updated Windows, that is hibernation option. So sleep option will sleep, or CPU will sleep for a moment, but when you go to hibernate option, it will by default auto save all the changes before you shut down the system. So this is the best part. Try to hibernate your system rather than making it to go to sleep or shut down. So taskbar. Now taskbar will, what is taskbar exactly? As I told you, it is a window which is shown at the end of your system, Windows, and it will show all the tasks which you open. For example, I am listening to music, I am working with 2 to 3 softwares or 2 to 3 applications at the same time. Since Windows is a multi-user or multitasking window, it will show all the tasks available on which I am working in the taskbar. And if I want to close it, I can go to right click on cross button, and this option will be cancelled and that particular window will be closed. So this is how the taskbar works. Now you can start, getting help, quitting a program. These all are available in Windows. You can start any program by clicking on the start button. You can go to all programs, go to accessories, and once you go to accessories, you will see all the softwares available which are installed will be seen, made to you look a feel here in your system. After you click on that particular system where you want to work. Now for example, you are facing any difficulty with that particular software, then one more option which Windows is giving you is getting help. You can go to getting help option and check in all the queries where you are feeling a problem is occurring. You can click over there and it will give you the solution, provided you are connected to internet. Even you can quit a window, you can just go to that, cancel option is available, or just go to that and escape key. Press escape key from your keyboard, you will be able to quit from that particular window. Now searching file and folders. Now if I want to search any file inside a particular drive, then it is easy, I will go to that. If I remember the location, it is very easy for me to just click and go to that particular path. But what if I do not remember the path? I will simply go to this start button. Here down you will be able to see a text box. There you type in the name of that particular file and click. The system will search that file, whatever is the location inside the system, and it will show you that this is the destination where your file is stored. So this is the way how you will search. Changing system settings. This is very much available with Windows 7, that you can customize the look and feel of your system by going to control panel. You can change the Windows look and feel. You can install, uninstall all the hardware software which you require or do not require. So here administrative tools are also available where you can make the changes. You can go to start button, control panel, and n number of options will be available to you in this control panel option. You can check which applications you want to use, which you do not want to use, and in this way you can click which you want to use. If you want to uninstall any particular software, go to that, right click, and uninstall option is available. You just click on that, that particular software will be uninstalled from your system. Now, using the computer, if you go to computer option, basically computer option shows you all the divisions of the drives available to you in the system. For example, your computer is divided into processor is divided into 4 different parts. So it will show, drive is divided into 4 different parts. It will show you that your drive is selected into C, D, E, F. Nowadays, very few things are getting divided in the drives because now separate SDD and HDD is available. So earlier when Windows 7 we were using, that time C drive and D drive were the basic options. Later F drive was there where you can insert all the USB or the secondary devices if you want to connect. There was a separate drive where you can connect these DVDs, CDs, floppy drives and USBs. C drive is meant for system softwares and other D drives and all are for other application based softwares. So file management is in Windows is done by the file manager, which is available, which is meant to distribute or the drives and then distribute the work. What is the work of C drive, how this D drive will work, how F drive will work, and what all contents are available inside this, what is the work of control panel, what all things it controls. So this all work is managed by the file manager in the Windows. Now for checking all the programs, what all are available in this Windows, this facility also is available to you and given to you by file manager. That is all programs. You can go to accessories and you will be able to see that window is showing you all the applications which are available to you that you can readily use it. For example, after going to this accessory option, you are not able to see any particular option which you want to work for. You can just go to control panel and then you can install option is also available. You can install that particular software and then you will see that software which you have installed is now available to you here in the all programs option. Now how copying and moving file from or folder from one location to another. So copy and moving, as I told you, is just a click option available. You just take a control C option from a source from where you want to copy that and go to destination and just control V. So control V or right click and paste. You will be seeing that this copy of your file or a folder is visible at both the places, from where you have copied and from where you have pasted. So in copy option, you have got the duplicacy of the data. While in moving a file from one location to another, you will be seeing that you move from one location to another, only one copy which you move is available at the destination but not available at the source. So here you can check that while during copying, when you copy, the duplicacy of files exists, but in move there is no duplicacy available. So you save the space inside the system in moving a file. So be very clear when to copy, when to move. Here you see view file details. How can you view the details of the file? How you copy and move the files using any explorer option. How you create a new folder, right click, new option is available. You can create the folder, you can rename it. You can delete the file and folder. How can you rename? Right click, rename, and you can change the name of that particular file or a folder. For installing software and hardware, you can simply install software, go to control panel and keep on installing, go to next option, finish in the wizard, and you will see that particular software and hardware is installed. So I think learners, this is clear, very much clear to you. Thank you so much.
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने। हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने।
अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने।
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने।
की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो,
संसाधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो।
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े, वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो।
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े, वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो।
मित्रों हम उठे और जागे,
मंजिल आने की ध्वनि सुने। हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने।
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने।
राष्ट्रीय मुक्त विद्यालय का है द्वार खुला सबकी खातिर।
शिक्षा परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर।
शिक्षा परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर। दुनिया में इसके केंद्र बाटे,